Human. Hello there. Can you hear me?
Look at that, Rhonda.
What's that?
The gold heart.
Oh, I like it.
I
Awesome.
was thinking about your new 48-hour program.
Yeah, the colors, it's pretty. Yeah, the gold is getting, are we in two different locations? Oh, there's three of you guys there. Cool, awesome.
Idea is to work on an event.
Awesome, fantastic, congrats guys. Yeah, I responded to your message. It's so much easier to find a templatized funnel that's ready to go opposed to literally cleaning and clearing what's been put on. You know, it's a lot harder. And
Yeah.
they have event templates. Have you guys gone to the marketplace?
Not yet, because
I couldn't find the marketplace.
oh, I know.
And so I'm here. I'm like, and Tom is not here. I'm like, okay, we're going to work on transcripts and content because we need Tom for this.
ClickFunnels.com.
Yes. No, I know, but I wasn't home. I had some adverse circumstances this morning.
Gotcha.
Some adverse circumstances that I needed to work on immediately.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we had a bank card. So Penny has a bank card for the villa.
Yeah.
But that bank card expired. That ATM card expired yesterday. She couldn't pull out all the salaries of the staff and money for other things. So we had to sort this out.
Yeah, of course. Importance are important. All right, so
So
we're going to get started. Hi, what's happening, Bernard? Great to see you here. How are you, my friend? You know, we can, if you guys can all beat the Brady Bunch, go in the top right, and click on gallery. It allows us to look like the Brady Bunch. So then we can see each other all at one time. And not everyone shows because now we're starting to getting people from all over the world now. And this call may shift times a bit, and others will be watching the recording. So it's great to meet you or see you face to face for the first time, Bernard. I love your mission. It's great. Super excited.
Thank you.
Yeah, really, really cool. Brian right now is on a call with Mike, who's the partner with Kim Barrett, who runs our accounts for our Facebook co-ops, and he's making sure there are some things dialed in. So Brian's not here right now, but I wanted to jump in with everyone because we do this call each week. Bernard, you're new to the call. We do the call every single week. It's really updates. It's a place for questions and updates for any of our Business in a Box members. Problems is situations that you may be having during the week, or questions that you may need or have in regards to, you know, how you are either marketing, leveraging, or using the Freedompreneur movement and our academy and our sales funnels to not only build your own personalized businesses, but also to leverage what we've got going on. Most recently, we've got some really amazing, great successes that are taking place with our newest co-op. These guys all know because they were part of the release of the very first marketing co-op that we did for our Business in a Box members. And what that means is you, of course, get our sales funnel. When you become part of the Business in a Box team, you get the private label rights. And what that means is your funnel. But we also, hey guys, Tom and them, can you guys mute? Because it's a lot of noise going on with you guys. They'll get some background noises. Okay, that was really funny. So I know Tom's in your other office, and Inge and Wayne are outside at their house or in the other room, and Inge just went from one of the boxes into the other one, and that was funny. So this is Inge and Tom on the left-hand side. By the way, they are a couple. Wayne is also part of the tribe. He's been around for a very long time. And the Rogue Adventurer, and he's at their house because they're planning their own event. So Bernard, we're kind of getting Bernard into the little family here. All of us know each other really well, Bernard, because we were all just in the most recent event together here in Bali. So yeah, so everyone's kind of a big family. And you'll start to see there's others that are popping around. You know, some are part of the Business in a Box group and they just kind of do their own thing. They just use it for their own blog, their own purposes. And so those that come here, we come here for a purpose, and that is to get questions answered, kind of get some housekeeping stuff out of the way of what's taking place within the program and give you guys some updates. So with that being said, are there any questions right now that come from any of you guys that need to be answered or that are trying for you that you guys would like pop if you didn't get them answered?
I have a quick question if nobody does, since I'm new. So for folks that do business in the box, say like I have a job that one of the things that appealed to me as far as the Freedompreneur Academy was that I have a lot of friends that want to travel, and I thought about setting up my own kind of like academy, but I just don't have time for it. I've got so many things going on, but I want to help them now.
Yep.
And so with your business in the box, like, do I have to have like my own domain and hosting and all this kind of stuff?
No, that's a really good question. So if I hear you correctly, you're asking how you can leverage our current program and be able to share it with others, help them, and also make a residual income?
Correct.
Awesome. Okay. We call that the Share the Love program. And we don't call it referral or, being an affiliate, because it's really about sharing the love, because the content in there is constantly updated. And if you love the content and what's in there and you share a link with someone else, we share the love with you, which is at a 45% commission for the Academy. Okay. Now, the Academy, we've got several products inside of this mix, right? So in the Business in a Box mix, that includes you are, and I believe you're buying the beginner box. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. So you're starting there. And obviously there's a lot of movement going forward, and whenever that works for you, fantastic. Most all of these guys here, we've got beginner boxes all the way up to the black box level. So you're all in good housekeeping. When you become part of the Business in a Box, you get direct access to the Academy that is yours for life. So it's like it's your program. It's actually your program. And we created it that way for you to be able to leverage. So you will get a Share the Love link that is yours. We host everything. We update that Business in a Box program consistently. In fact, we're going through a complete cleaning and updating. That was another update for you guys. All new content's going in the next several months. So you can get just a link, maybe buy a domain name. You want to cover it and call it Bernard's Business in a Box or Bernard's Academy, and you share with your friends and say, wow, I'm learning how to be, work online. I'm learning how to do this. This is the Academy. Okay. Now that's the Academy. Okay. So I want to make this clear. The Academy is the 86 hours, 8 modules, just total do it yourself education. Because you're in Business in a Box, that also includes our sales funnel that we create and update all the time and optimize. Okay. So you have 2 options. The sales funnel walks people through the exact process that you went through.
Okay.
Right? You remember that? Wow.
Well, that was kind of weird, because like I followed you guys way before you even had a funnel or even offered anything. I just followed your story. So what happened is that I had this tribe that followed me since I did my sabbatical from leaving the military. And then so people were always reaching out, and I was giving people tips and advice. And I was like, man, I have something here. I need to create my own academy. But doing public speaking, real estate, all these other things, I'm like, all right, this is going to take forever.
A lot of time. And a lot of work.
Yeah. So I talked to somebody else, because I didn't even know you guys had this, that had a product, but he just wasn't as detailed and organized as you. So I forget exactly what happened, but like he just didn't reply to some messages or something. And I was just like, no, I can't deal with that. I can't have somebody that's not on it. And so I saw a post that had nothing to do with your academy, because me and Brian were friends all the way back from I don't know how long, and then I started like poking around and then just came across it. So it wasn't even the funnel.
Okay, that's very cool. This is great, right? Like instead of me telling you guys, what are you guys? Why don't we allow any one of our other Business in a Box members to share really what this funnel explain to Bernard really what this funnel actually does instead of me doing it, because I could do it, but these guys are they're well versed. Does anyone want to share it?
Okay, let me have a go then. Yeah. So what this funnel does is basically show people in the first step what the academy is about, with little videos on the different modules in the academy, and the level at which you can come into that little mini academy. It's currently only $7, which is a no-brainer, and which we are also discussing might even be too little, because people think, what can we expect for $7? Well, you get a lot for that $7. You get a whole lot, because you also get 7 days free trial of the academy. Now, in that funnel, if you say, okay, I wanna try this, let me buy the $7 program, or $27, or whatever we will price it at going forwards, then people get the option, okay, before you leave, there's other options, right? Because you need to drive traffic. Do you know what the tricks are to drive traffic? Do you want to buy sort of an upsell for $37 that shows you the videos how you drive traffic? So you can choose for that. You can even choose for split payments to pay for that. And then when you go further in the funnel, you get the option to subscribe to the academy on a monthly subscription basis. So 7 days people get it for free, but you can subscribe as well. And what we see now is that some people do that right away. They buy $7 plus the subscription, the monthly subscription, or $7 plus the 37 traffic plan. Or people that only buy the $7. We see them in all kinds of, in all sorts of and kinds. But what happens then? They go through the material if they take it seriously, and then they see, whoa, there's a lot in there. And once they have bought the $7 program, they're also invited to join the Kickstarter Facebook group, which is a closed group that can only be entered once you bought one of those products, right?
Got it.
And when people come into the Kickstarter program, then we give them a lot of love. Like, hey, welcome to this tribe. We're awesome. We learn a lot. And we share examples of what we actually learn. And that is very powerful, because if I look at Inge and me, 1 year back, we knew nothing about doing online business. And now it can be seen as a successful example of how to set things up.
He's explaining a funnel.
Yeah.
It's really it's good, because it's important that Tom, because it's important that everyone understands it. And it sounds a bit confusing, but really the process.
No, I get it. Totally.
So
and it's good, because I like the fact that, for a membership site, like, you want to be able to have your own, like, in-house created eventual experts that can keep this living on, and so that you can step back a little bit. So I love that you have testimonial folks in front of me. That's good stuff. One thing that I'll be weird for me, like, a lot of my folks are not going to be like cold leads. These are people that, like, kind of, I'm not saying they'll all be like me. So, like me, for example, I looked at it and I was like, oh, I can buy it. And then I have access to, like, give other people the academy and get a 50% return on getting them through the door. I'm like, too easy.
Yep.
So I know that there's some other people that, like, so these folks, they're folks that, let's say they're in the military. The only travel they've really done has been the military sending them places. So now it's like, hey, they're going to have freedom, and they've been fighting for freedom. And so the way they're going to look at it as, okay, this is a tribe, this is a group that's inspiring me to travel, teaching me more how travel hacking tricks and different things. But then on top of that, has an opportunity for me to build my own business. And so that's awesome that you have the $7 funnel options too.
The reason why we did it, and you thank you, Tom, for that, because Tom is, one of our, senior business in a box, or the freedom, the black box, the freedom preneur box level. So they're fully invested. And Brian and I created this for many reasons, but the most important reason is so we can do it right and help people learn the right way, understand how to leverage building online businesses, teach the right ways, and not be connected to any type of business opportunity or MLM companies or network marketing companies, right? We've done that for many, many years, and we've made a lot of money doing it. Although what we found is that there's no control over that, and that the community that we were building was only as good as we were, and if there was any infiltration from the company that made changes, then everything went away. And so Brian and I wanted to create a space we're part of it. We started this whole idea of world traveling, and now we're building on this business that we can all help each other grow. So yeah, and it's beautiful. I mean, we put the academy together to teach people the right way. Then we decided to make it a bit more robust and turn it into what's called the business in a box. And we put in, I don't know, months and months and months and months and months, tens and tens and tens of thousands of dollars into this one funnel. And it's very professionally done. And as Tom said, it's called the Ascension model. So for those like your guys that are like, hey man, what are you up to? You know what? I'm just learning how to leverage the digital economy and learning how to build business online. I'm part of a great tribe of people that all learn and teach each other. And we've got a really great sales process. So most people don't understand what a funnel is. We talk funnel talk. And so Tom mentioned that it starts at the $7, right? And then it goes to $37 and then $47. And the third $47, once they buy that, it reoccurs every month, because then it allows them to be inside of our academy. And now they're a member, right? And so at that point, everyone then gets personal coaching. Brian is, obviously the top coach in the company. He handles most all of the first touches. And now we have additional new coaches that are coming on board because we're getting so busy. So we want to be able to make sure that people, they're not being sold, they're being coached. They're not being sold. That's the difference in other companies. They get them in here just to sell them. We get in here to find out what you need, how we can help you. If business in a box is great for you, awesome. Invest in it, get the funnel, share it, let us help you build, and you can make money along the way, right? So that's kind of the concept.
And I explained everything on the group call that we just finished just a little bit ago. So
okay, good.
Through the whole,
Yeah, well, that's good, though, because you asked, and it's important for your people to know and to continue to hear it. It's important for them to hear it, too, why, what it stands for. And it's good for us to continue to sharpen our saw as well, to make sure that we are providing not only the best possible support and the best possible education that people will want to join.
May I ask something, Rhonda?
Yeah.
With respect to the call that you just had with the people who are now in the Kickstarter, so I could ask Brian, of course, as well.
Yeah.
I was wondering, so people get into the Kickstarter program, and then depending on how fast they go through the program, it would be like the appropriate time for them to have this call, right? Because that's what I kind of understood of what Brian said. So if somebody would have bought 2 days ago, it's not really the right moment to directly get them into that call. So what I was wondering about first is within the Kickstarter program, everybody gets to attend one of those calls one time, or can they just register 1 or 2 times? How does it work, and how often are those calls?
Yeah, well, we have the calls throughout the week. We have it on unstoppablefamily.com coaching. I'll post. It's something I'll just post.
What I'm doing right now, though, this is important because this is my topic of the day, and I know it's my big paper. Bernard, you'll learn we all use big paper around here. Helps us stay super organized. At least I do it. And we're putting together a full schedule now in it because it's really important that you guys know. So right today, Freedom rules, organization, and schedules. Because we know that there are some people that get started in, and they're cold in the funnel, and they're just learning, and they get tons of information, and they do get a live human being, which most people are able to get that. They get to talk to Brian, but chances are for them to really understand it all right away, not always the case. We know psychologically and just for notorious that most people need 8 to 10 to if not 20 touches or understandings or, people. That's why we have the groups, we have the calls. So Brian's got the calls throughout the week. They book calls in. When they're in Kickstarter, they get to book his calls. Okay, and we're going to give you guys all the links because you guys have kind of been around and you haven't been totally part of Kickstarter. But it's unstoppablepamily.com/coaching is where you'll see where everyone gets to book their calls. And at this point, Brian's got them scattered throughout the week for brand new people so that they know that we're human. First, they get a call from Victoria, right, who manages all new people. Welcome. You make sure that you book your call. They get then added into the Facebook group. That's when you guys go in and say, hey, welcome, this is great. They realize we are human and we're here to help. Then they get to be on those calls. Now, 60% of people sometimes just never do anything, right? We just know that that's just human nature. So the more opportunities they can have to be on those calls, the better. And so they're getting emails, they're getting reminders in the groups at that point to be on the live call so that they can connect directly.
So do I understand correctly that there's actually, they get one-on-one coaching call and there's another weekly Kickstarter call?
Well, there's nothing that says this has to be the way it is. And if you watched Rhonda's first video, there's going to be, she said, if there's a business owner that needs a strategy session right away and they want to, if they're like, I'm ready to get started, they can schedule something. But for the people that are new entrants, Rhonda mentioned it on the video, it's pinned at the top of Kickstarter, then go ahead, be part of the group call. If you notice the message I sent today, invitation only, and I said if you're an Academy member or if you've already been on a group call. So this call that I did today was like an advanced, and so this is the business plan to where I'm upgrading people to a business in a box call. But there's nothing set in stone. Are there going to be people on multiple group calls? Yes. But
her question was really important to asking it because as you guys know, we are always growing, constantly creating new funnels and new systems and finding new clients. And what we're finding, as you know, by the way, congratulations to Vladka, the very first she's got just made a Freedompreneur box sale. That's massive. And she's part of the co-op, so it's super huge. And this woman loved us, came through the funnel, loved our marketing, loved who we were, loved the education. But she went, I like this business in a box thing, but I really don't need all that stuff. I don't need a blog. I don't need this. I want to learn from you. I want to grow with you. I really need marketing. I really need your branding assistance. I want coaching. We're like, okay, well, if business in a box is what it is right now, for a person that's never been inside that needs all of that, because we know you need all of those things to start, blogs, education, all of that. She didn't need all that. So we customized a business in a box for a business owner. And that includes, she's now getting to work with our marketing partner, with Kim. She's getting 2 months of full managed marketing. She doesn't need a blog. She just needs it to be restructured. She needed her own custom sales funnel. So we're now splitting between a new business owner and an entrant. And so your question is, will they get on group calls? They can get on as many group calls really as they want. Those business owners that are like, I want to cut through the chase. I don't want to sit and do this and wait and learn and sit. We talk to them immediately. And we have strategy sessions with them immediately. I had a call with this woman yesterday for about an hour. I looked at her whole business. She's got a lot of gaps in her own funnels, a lot of gaps in her sales process. She doesn't need our funnel. She's going to join the co-op just to leverage it to make residual income because we do all the work, and we're going to build her whole business. So you see how now we're starting to split between brand new people and business owners, and now we're going to be able to accommodate both. And if there's more, obviously we're going to keep creating for more of them. And that's what makes, I think, the difference in us being able to connect directly, look at their business, and then create a business in a box based on their needs, or they get sold and offered, if it's good for them, the business in a box that they choose.
Okay, that's clear, Rhonda. And then that's based on the video that you shot this week, right?
Right.
And then this video, how can we incorporate that into our personal funnel? Because as you know, we talked about earlier this week that I think I have somebody that might benefit with working with you guys, but it's already a business owner. And if I would send him out our funnel as we have it, it's not going to align with what he, connect. That's the word.
Yeah, great. We, so we have the marketing funnel that just takes them all the way through our Ascension model. You guys all have access to that, right? Mm-hmm. And now we have the new business in a box funnel. And that is a funnel that is a shareable funnel that you guys, we're going to turn that into an affiliate link, just like Share the Love, right? So it's just basically, it's a duplicate. It's not an editable funnel for you, but it's a complete duplicate funnel that offers for business owners what we offer. I think you guys have seen that page already. All of you that are Business in a Box owners will become affiliates, so you can have that specific link to share. Okay.
So you're still working on that funnel, and once it's ready, you will tell us and send.
It's ready right now. We just have not turned it into an affiliate program as of yet. But the good thing is that inside, you guys saw the link. It's there. You can use it, but because we would know we're not using it en masse, it's not being mass produced yet. So if you need to share it with someone and you say, okay, this is my recommendation, this is, my guy, he books a strategy session with Brian right on that page. So we know where people are coming from because we're not mass using that one. But we will be updating you guys this next week because I have another whole sales video that I created that is just going to business owners. Straight up business owners only. And that is we like to have fun around here, Bernard. You're new to this whole crew. It's called the boob funnel. Because the boys, it was the BOBO, or the Bobo funnel, and the boys thought it would be really hilarious to call it the boob funnel. Business owners online blueprint. So there you have it. But the boob funnel is going to be ready to be released. But again, we need to test it. But you can use that link now, Inge. In fact, we can probably turn that, Brian, into an affiliate link for all of these guys pretty quickly in ClickFunnels. Right? Yeah. Just like we have for the co-op. So we can get that. We can actually have Mike probably turn that into a affiliate link for all of you guys, just like you have the co-op links. No editing. It's just your link that's custom to you. That anyone that touches those links, anywhere they ever go again, they're always locked to you guys. And that was a good question because I know, Rose, you had asked me that. And I said, I think it's 30 days, and it's not. You're cookied for life to that person, which is awesome. We set that up that way inside the funnel. So that means if anyone ever touches a Share the Love link, a funnel link, or a business in a box link, and they get inside of any of our lists, anything that I ever sell them, because I will always be creating products, because that's how kooky and crazy I am, you guys will always get credit. I don't know what it is. I just like to keep creating new stuff. But again, if you notice, the more stuff we're creating, the more needs we know they have. Our audience is like, they just are all over us right now. Because we're clean, we're real, we got awesome reputation on the internet. You guys are super clean marketers. Your brands are super sexy and amazing. And you're starting to share who you are. And everyone knows because you're freedompreneurs. Right? It's not us, it's freedompreneurs. And that's what's going to happen. And it's the ripples getting bigger. So you guys basically have 3 funnel options. Basically, I know that you guys have Share the Love, which is the academy. Then we created the funnel that connects everything. Small Kickstarter into academy into Business in a Box. And then now we have business owner only. The boob funnel, which is just for Business in a Box. And the academy is included. So you see how we're doing it? We're like creating step processes for, here's an audience that needs to have the baby bites. Here's an audience that needs just information and they want to buy now. And here's an audience that just wants education. So we're testing all those audiences.
I had a quick question about your Share the Love link.
Yeah.
So like if I have a blog and I want to have a tab that says, Freedompreneur Academy, or it just says, Academy or course. Am I able to have a landing page for that?
100%. Yeah, that's exactly. In fact, inside of the Academy, there are a bunch of different graphics that we've created that say movement, Freedompreneur Academy, all of that stuff. We do have a graphics team, so if you need some stuff done and you want some stuff done, let us know. We can connect you to them and get some things done for you. It's a VA team that does graphics, so they're inexpensive, and if you need stuff like that. But yeah, I would absolutely, every one of us has banners on our blogs and tabs and headers on our blogs that link to Freedompreneur.
Got it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
in fact, I just, on my blog, I was going to show all of you, I just now added a whole drop-down menus for Freedompreneur, and I have Academy, I have Business in a Box, and then I have now, I think I'm just using those two for right now, Blueprint, Business in a Box, and Academy. So like now my blog is connecting to all of those. So everything that I do, I always end up testing it, making sure it looks good, and then sharing it with everyone so you guys can get it implemented as well. All of our Bali members have their blog pop up that connects to their ebook and to the Kickstarter program. Have all of you guys gotten those implemented onto your blogs as of yet? I know that Tom and Inge have. Yours is on. Awesome. Vlaka, you're getting a total restructuring again, right? So you don't have the pop-up done yet. Yeah. Rose, is your blog up and done yet? You're still in process. Okay, so
yeah, I'm wrapping it up hopefully today. All the tech are almost finished, and how I want my website and blog to look too, and I'm creating the document. So I hope to send it off today.
Awesome.
So they can build. So it will be in there. Yeah.
Great. What about you, Wayne? Do you have the pop-up added yet to your blog?
I'm having issues with the Mac. I'm not used to using Macs. I'm borrowing Inga's computer. I'm still getting my blog sorted out, so it's almost there. But it should be pop-up should be there. While I've actually quickly got you, if I can just quickly ask a question.
Yeah.
While I was on my yoga course, which is awesome, by the way, I got chatting to a few people. One of them I'm going to introduce to Vladka because she's actually from London. And the other one, Kate Middleton, the lady who runs Kate Middleton Yoga, she really wants to do something along the lines of what's like setting up funnels and some bits and pieces. And I had a bit of a chat to her. I have shown her your 48-hour program, and she was kind of interested in that. And I'm sort of drip feeding her some other bits and pieces, so hopefully she comes on board. It might actually be really good to be able to have a chat with you a bit more if we could do that maybe this afternoon. And then also there was another lady who I spoke to just before I left, and she's looking at starting her own thing from scratch. And so I was really trying to focus on telling her about the business in the box. But she's a little bit in the mindset of thinking that she has to think about it and figure it out all first. But I sort of tried to tell her that we can help deliver her all the branding and all the ideas and everything. So yeah, it should be a good one to talk to a bit more as well. So I'm looking forward to hopefully. Good
on you. That's so obviously some of the best ways just to get people more interested is just they see what you're doing and they're wondering how the heck you know what you're doing. And what I would then say is maybe just sharing them. Just say, look, I have this really simple funnel. It's the best way for you to go through it. It's called our Kickstarter program. You get to then have a live strategy session, with our mentors, and that you can ask as much questions, as you want. We have a live call. And then that way they can see the process, because like Bernard didn't go through it because he had already known us. But those that go through the process, they see all the steps and they see it in action. They see Brian doing the call. Then they, once it's a business in a box, then I do private calls and we build your brands and you go to events. Like they get to actually see it all. So I think that might be your best bet. My 48-hour program is pre-launching for December 18th. I'm just going to kind of do a pre-launch push. There's already several people that already have bought it and want it. And that'll pre-launch on the 18th, and then I officially launch in January. So you guys will, as I said, will always get commissionable income from those programs. All Freedompreneur Box owners get access to all those programs. They don't have to pay for them. And you guys get commissions from them being part of, of the program. So that's, obviously if you're sharing that, those are all turned into affiliate links. You guys will all get affiliate links from every product that we create. So you'll just have like a plethora of stuff. If you need, somebody says, oh, I need this. Oh, we got this one. We got this one, right? So that's the plan, and that's what's already in motion as we speak. So if there's personal people like that, like Inge had someone that was kind of personal. We thought, let's just make sure that we're not soliciting people, because that's not what we do, but that it's something that they're like, you know what? Yeah, maybe I need some assets. I need help with building funnels, then we'll do a private strategy session. But if they're just still figuring it out, then sending them through the funnel is the best pattern and path, so they don't feel sold. They just make decisions on their own, and if it works for them, they connect, great, and we'll help them. Otherwise, then we're selling stuff, and that's just not what we do. We only want to work.
Yeah, that's why I think with like my tribe, like I do have a tribe of people. So
yeah.
if I just, and people bring other people to it, and so if I just arbitrarily if I send them down that funnel, and then they're feeling like I'm out of it, I think it won't be as effective. So I just need to kind of dial in like where.
Well, then for you, Bernard, because you have such a group, I would even do a private Zoom call with your group. I mean, we would just do a webinar. We're like, wow, okay, this is some of the stuff that we're up to. We've been traveling for 8 years. I've been working online for 12. We've made multiple 7 figures. Now we know structures. If you guys need help or education, we can help you. If you need and you want to build a business, we can help you do that. Ask me as many questions as you want. I'm here for free, right? Like we could do that if that's something that you think would be more connected to your group. Because that's obviously what people love to feel that there's real.
Yeah, I mean, like if a brand new person comes to me, and I can hit them with a funnel like right off the bat, then that's cool. But I know just how it is, the military mentality. Like if I hit some of my friends or just people that have come to know me from following my story, if I send them down a funnel, then they're going to be confused and
and that funnel is really for marketing. It's really for marketing because they buy. What I would suggest, Brian, we need to make sure. Will you pop up the link for the Business in a Box funnel, the new one?
Sure. Yeah, and I mentioned that to Bernard when I talked to him last.
Because that's really the one that they would want. Because I just say, this is what we're here for. This is what we do. They don't have to buy. They just get to look, and they get to see what we offer.
Yeah, because there's 2 groups that kind of that roll with me. It's the group that they primarily just want to travel more. Mm-hmm. Then there's a group that they want to be entrepreneurs.
Right.
And connecting them to meet in the middle and realize that they can do both is possible.
Yeah. Yeah, and we because of our story, and we've got such high-end videos, that Business in a Box funnel is actually going to be built out in the front, more of, hey, we've been traveling the world, this is our story, and then learn more about how we've done it. And then it's just more of an opt-in, and they get education, and then they get the Business in a Box sales page. So they're just separate styles. So that might be your best group, is to see, wow, for real. Sweet. And that one's the front end of that one is being built still. The sales page of the information is there, but the actual the understanding process of it all that's still being built out. But that's not going to take long. The guys are ready to push the boot funnel. They're excited about it because it's real. And I've done a lot of really good sales videos connecting directly to business owners.
I have an in-person event in April here in Hawaii that I'm leading. So, we got plenty of time to talk between now and then. But I thought of reaching out to you guys about the possibility of doing like a live call with you guys. At some point. It's like going to be a 2-day, official 2 days workshop with opportunities for people to kind of meet up
Awesome.
before and after.
Well, we love Hawaii, so you might also, you know, maybe get us in the flesh, because that's kind of what we've been doing is like, for instance, Catherine, she's a real estate agent. She's, of course, you know, in Freedompreneur. She's in the co-ops. She's just leveraging, but she's also built her own real estate business. And we're putting together a program for her to educate real estate agents in her process. And then I'm doing a luncheon with her group. And we're teaching about branding, about building online presence, offering her program, and then we're offering business in a box, right? So everyone needs these assets. They just don't quite know it yet. And part of a great group that is like some of the best marketers, you know, in the industry, then now they're like, so I'm not just working with an agency, I'm working with a killer tribe of people that care, that can help me grow. So that's now my 2017 is about helping all of you build your own, I call them runway to the money strategies.
And she's absolutely awesome, and I love her to bits.
We had a lot of fun.
I haven't slept yet since you bloody left for me. Jesus. I'm going to a wine room tonight, and I'm going to live stream it so you get jealous.
I saw your nice picture. You're like modeling the 48-hour.
Yeah, totally. I know. Yeah, she rocked it. It was really killer. So I'm going to be doing these 2 days in the office, building programs, building each other people's businesses, and then helping them develop their runway to the money strategy, which is either a live event, a webinar, or, you know, retreats. And so Catherine's she doesn't really want to start with webinars because she's never done it, but she can easily do a live event because she's an agent. So we're going to do a live event together. It's going to be a luncheon. We're going to talk about what they need to grow as business owners, and then we'll offer them business in a box. And then they can do a retreat. Yeah. Yeah, make it rain, because everyone needs it. They just need to know the right people to get it from. And so that's my 2017 plan, is building all of you guys are going to become like our little funnels, right? It's like little products of this big funnel. It's your own funnel.
I got my big paper too, by the way.
Yeah, you're still already in the family. We all have it.
Speaking, real estate, nonprofit, membership.
Yes. See, we're all big paper lovers, all of us, and we all get a lot of stuff done. I love it. Awesome. So cool. So that's any other questions that are coming from that, you guys? Because I know that, you know, there's a lot of really good stuff happening in all of your own personal businesses. So highlight, double click on Vladka. Super big win for Vladka. Tammy is so excited. Super big win for Tom and Inge. They've got a lifetime membership. You've got a beginner box joining. I think they've got 2 beginner boxes are joining. Is that right?
We actually having another strategy session with Trent and his business partner and assistant tomorrow morning. So I'm even working on Saturday for you guys.
I know. I'll tell you. I'm like, these guys just get to sit back, invest, and like talk about their brands.
Hey, who's connected with Candace? Anyone know?
Oh yeah, that's right. Who's the connection to Candace? You guys?
No.
Dude, we might have to put a block on these guys.
So what happened, I'll tell you guys, because it's interesting to share. So Candace, she reached out to me by sending me a friend request. Like yesterday or the day before. So the next morning I look her up and I see her Facebook, and I responded to her personally, like, oh, how nice that you also reached out to me personally. Welcome in the Kickstarter, and just tell a little bit about ourselves. And then she responds in a total open way and tells me like, yeah, and I'm so excited. And she actually tells me she wants to do the 22,000 business in a box. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, oh my God. And then it turns out that she's actually came in through the co-op via us. So it's like, oh wow, this is meant to be. So I, of course, informed, I told her like, okay, how cool. And do you know that there's this call? Because you might want to be in this call and get more information. And then she's like, oh no, but oh yeah, I will register. And I guess she did. And she was in the call this morning. So that's cool. And in that way, I also reached out to one other member, Chrissy, but she couldn't make it. And it's really fun because there's always a connection because they're in the tribe with you. And then again, I really looked at the list and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to get in touch with Trent now personally because you're working with them. Other people just joined. So I'm like, no, that's too early. You know, so also taking it slow in the beginning and also learning and feeling constantly what's the right moment to start interacting with those people. So, but I'm excited. So she was in the call, Brian.
No, the whole call was about her. It's
awesome.
But no, it was a good call, and when I'm saying it was all about her, it was a call for everybody to learn. You know, I know that Rose learned from it. I know that Bernard. Well, I don't know that they did, but I'm sure you got quite a bit of value on that. And Teresa walking people through what Freedompreneur is, why, you know, what Rhonda was saying earlier, and like, this is why we're doing it. You know, we're not going to be forcing people in. Is walking through that, but then also building a tribe. Why we've been, you know, #1 income earners in, you know, every business opportunity we have is building a tribe, having the systems, duplication. Oh my gosh, check out Tammy. She got started Vodka, got a, you know, $4,500 commission. We walked through the whole cycle so they get it. And she was saying that, you know, she's at the $23,000 level mentally. She's got to do things financially, but everybody has that. So I always give people the one-on-one strategy session. I give people the opportunity, if they at least get the business beginner in the box. I throw a 24 or 48-hour window to get the 48-hour product. It gets put in. It's a one-time offer, just a one-time offer, but you also can get a strategy session. How that happened was, and why I'm doing this is also, it puts people in motion. I also give them a one-on-one strategy session. So tomorrow, I already booked it with her for a 10 or 9 a.m. my time. So she's going to get a one-on-one strategy session, really finding out where she's at, what she can do, and if it makes sense. Everything she said, absolutely, it totally aligns. And now it's just, okay, let's get a strategy session and we move forward. You know, that's it. So it was a
so
call.
Cool, Brian. And also for the other ones. So in this email, I do make clear to the people that they came into the tribe via us, because since we have the co-op, so I'm directly from the beginning. I'm honest about them. I think that's important, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Was that Rhonda jumping in?
Yeah, I just was going to add in because I think it's important that total disclosure. When I was talking to Tammy, you know, she's like, "Oh, does Black going to make any money on it?" She goes, I kind of asked her, and she said, "I wasn't sure." I go, "She may have not known." I go, "She may have not known. They're just our team and our tribe connects with each other." And I said she will be making a commission because she's just was a referral, and we don't call it, it's not affiliate, it's nothing, it's a one-time referral, because when you're doing marketing, she's part of our co-op, and you just so happen to land on her link. We're doing all the work, and now we're going to say thank you for being part of that. And she's like, "Oh my gosh, amazing. So can I just be part of that?" So the fact that they understand it is great. And so her box is totally modified for her, but she's going to be in the co-op because she just wants to leverage it because she saw what just happened. So that part is just awesome. She's got, 2 months worth of full managed marketing. She's getting funnels done for her personal business, but she's in our co-op because she saw it actually happen. And Vladka just said, "Hey, welcome. It's really cool to see you. It looks like you're doing this." Because we're real people and we're all building real businesses and we care. And, and if we don't make money, we don't make money. The point is, if we're here for our real mission, that's just to help move people along for their own belief that they can create, they can make a difference, and their story matters. And if it means they need us to help them do something, well, then somebody's going to make money. That's just how it works, But they see that we're not just going, "Hey, get in here and buy something because you need to buy it from me because I want to make money." That's secondary. right? So
and that's absolutely, and also because discussing this kind of strategies, like, okay, what you're telling, like the funnels you're building, why you're building them, the approach of differentiation, the tailor making. To me, I learn a lot about this. I mean, because if you just say, okay, this is the funnel, you can market it, fine, right? And in the academy, you can learn how to market it. But now I actually, being in the inside of this, I actually learn what's really going on and what is done in the back end, because the funnel is not just that front end part and people buy something for $47 or whatever. No, the funnel goes all the way to group calls, individual calls. But I even consider this kind of meeting as part of the funnel.
Yeah, of course it is. Absolutely.
It's part of the total modus of operation, and I think it's hugely interesting. I learn a lot, even from this call.
You know what? I did record the call I did. I think it would be really good for everybody to listen to it. Not really send it out. My purpose is not to send it out to everybody, but I think everybody that's in the business in a box is really, having these calls. And here's the one thing, it's like, everything is a system. And I walked her through I said, okay, because she's really passionate about her oils. And I said, well, how is the company? Are you branding yourself? Are you branding the company? Well, she has her brand, but then it's going to doTERRA or something, whatever it is. And I said, how are they teaching you how to market? And I know the answer for that already. That was just a loaded question. I told her I know the answer anyway, but it's right. They're working their ass off, family and friends, meetings. She goes, I don't want to do that. That's why I got connected with you guys. And I said, no, I go, I'm going to walk you through the system from what we do to the point where you actually are speaking to me right now. I mean, she had to jump through hoop, through hoop, through hoop. So there was only one person that was a brand new that was on the call today, but this person, by her jumping through hoop, 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 hoop through our system, it gets to the right people. Last week or 2 weeks ago when I did that, 4 out of the 5 people upgraded to Business in the Box, and the other guy will probably upgrade. We get people, when people get to this call, when they jump through all those hoops, they've pretty much in their mind, they're like, I'm doing something with them. I'm going to invest further. Otherwise, the people that are dropping off, they're just probably not dropping off the call because they're scared or doing something. But if they go through that hoop, all those hoops, they're investing in doing something. They've already made up their minds.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the difference between someone that's interested and somebody that's committed.
That's right. Absolutely. Well said.
Yeah. Go for it. Yeah, Rose.
Is it also an idea? I was on the call and I PM'd the people who are connected to me. Mm-hmm. Is it an idea to send them the link, or I don't know if it's possible, from the recording, so you can tell them, see, this is an example of the call we had. You weren't able to be there or something, but that they can see how it works, or is that not a good idea?
Here's what I've learned over many of years. I never blast out ever, because what happens, it teaches people not to be onto live calls. Mm-hmm. And so, because they're always thinking they're going to get a recording. So I want to make sure people are there. If this is what I do, and this was very, very, very very effective, when you are connecting with them, you're like, hey, the next call is next Thursday. And you're like messaging, well, you know what, let me see if I can get a recording. Because I'm not just going to give it out to everybody.
No, exactly.
Hey, here's the recording. And they're like, okay, this is for you. And they listen to it. That is a very effective way. But I wouldn't ever just send it out, just like listen to the recording. At least have engagement back and forth.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's just because too, that's a really great question though, because again, you also don't want to feel like they don't want to feel like they're being chased, because that's how people could feel, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Although Brian, we do have our Kickstarter list that can say, you know, we missed it, but again, we're not doing it right now because we know getting on live is what it's about.
It is.
And in order for them to make a high ticket decision, they got to know who you are.
Absolutely. And here's another thing that why I make people register and I'm not giving them the link. I have them register, so then they're in my Visita, and that's my contact management, to where I'm going to I'm going to message back these people that actually registered. I sent a message in the Kickstarter on only register if this and this, right? If they're going to at least take the time to register, perfect. I'll message them back. I'm not necessarily going to send them the replay, but I want people to at least jump through the hoop. So I know, okay, this person was at least they registered, because if they registered, if you've done it, it's a one-time registration within Visita, you get a questionnaire, and they got to go through the questionnaire. So it's one of those jumping through some hoops. Okay. You know? No. Sorting.
Okay. Yep. Clear. Thanks.
Awesome. Okay, so a few updates for those that were at the event and are part of the business box levels that are getting the ebooks. We are writing the new ebook. I've taken our Freedompreneur book and the how to develop and build a business using and leveraging the digital economy. We're blending the two of them together so they have a Freedompreneur and a digital economy blend. That is being rewritten. Like I went through it. Now I'm having our writer, Keely, kind of massage it together, and then that book will be available for you guys to use in your blogs and whatnot. So that one's still on its way. You still have access to the other two that are totally ready to be used now as well. Everyone's funnels should be done from Bali event but they just need to make sure that you've tested them yourself. And I believe Tom is one of the only ones, I think, that has gone through the testing process to make sure that your funnels are working properly. If someone is unsure how to do that, Brian will do a really quick recording, how to test your funnel.
Dude, you know who's going to do it?
Tom!
Are you up for the challenge, Tom?
Yeah, that's okay.
There you go.
But before I send it out, I show it to you first.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Right, just because we need to make sure your funnels are tested.
One question on that funnel. When are we allowed to put the price at 27 instead of 7?
You can do it whenever.
Now.
Okay, that's what I wanted to check, because I think that makes it a bit more interesting.
No, this is your gig, so you're utilizing it. You can test it out. If you find something that's freaking working, let us know. Seriously. I mean, you guys are going to be teaching us things. Here's one thing that I learned from I think it was a podcast from Tim Ferriss just this last week. And he was saying that, I don't know if it's him or Gary Vee or something, but he says that, when I'm giving the value away, he goes, I'm making things where they can get in contact with me, but they have to jump through so many hoops to where they're able to get a hold of me, but I know that 95% won't even go there because it's so difficult. But I'm going to make it to that level to where they can get back a hold of me, because they're going to be teaching me stuff all the time. I want to be speaking to those top 5%, if that makes sense to you. So, it's like you're going to be teaching me, you're going to be teaching us stuff. We learn. Think about all these, like a lot of our young guys that we brought in, Justin Holland and Nathan and Phil, and they're teaching us stuff all the time. So we want you guys, bring it to us. Yeah. We don't know it all. And it's a constant, test, search, see what's working.
But I asked it because, of course, we have the private label rights. But if we price the first step at 27 and Rose just prices it at 7, I'm not sure whether we should be on par.
Well, I think that's smart. Our funnel, because we're going to be testing it, is going to change to 27 very, very soon. I almost want Mike to do it right away. And when the new co-op, because by the way, the new co-op is completely full, which is awesome. And so the new co-op's full. And before that one starts, I think I would like, and I'm going to get approval from those that are part of the co-op this month. I want that new funnel to run at 27, the new co-op. 27, 37, 47, and the 47 reoccurring. Because again, we've talked about this a lot. It's a better customer, a higher end customer. The mindset's a bit different. And then of course, we're going to start testing the business in a box funnel, which is going to be even 40 or 96.
I would say this is the classic example of what Perry Marshall would say, wrecking the shotgun, as he explained to us in Dubai. Because with the audiences that Kim and his team are composing, those are, the people are targeted that are likely to buy anyway. Otherwise, we don't do the targeting quite well.
Right.
And for those people that are interested, whether they pay 7 or 27, that doesn't make the difference. I would say.
Well, and
right?
I prefer to have 127 over 4 $7 ones, right? I would just prefer. And so less, right? We're looking for less, higher quality. So that is how we are going to launch the newest funnel. We're going to get confirmation from all of you, but that is our plan. Is the next co-op starts at 27, because I just think it's a better move for us, and we're dialing in our processes even tighter. And so that's the update for the funnel. So change it how you like. That one's going to start at 27, and then the newest one will be at higher, 47 or 97. And if those are going to be business owners, and then we've got now online entrants. We're really going to see some great action. Our goal is still to hit 100K in the first 90 days, in the first sales process of 90 days. So we're in our second month, and we're already on par, because that we're only in day 27, 28, and we've already now produced a Freedompreneur box, multiple lifetime memberships, and multiple beginner boxes. And that's strong. And now when we go into then promotion of the upcoming events, then it really gets rapid. And that's when we see great stuff taking place, because then now we've got people that are coming to the events, and of course, seeing the investment into the events. So that's I'm building on that sales process now, which will be a launch of my product, which is going to include a private event in January in Whistler, BC, product building. So that'll be a private event. And then the next one for Freedompreneur is April 11th to the 17th here back in Bali. And those are for, that'll be what we're going to probably max out again, no more than 10 people in that event, because we found that was kind of a good sweet spot. We were able to do a lot of work together. Okay, so that co-op is full. Our videos, professional videos from Dan's in total motion, and so this, this next week, stuff's going to start popping out. So we'll get approvals. The approvals will start coming through. Bernard, at the last event, every event we get, we film a highly professional marketing video, and every one of these guys got interviewed by our filmmaker, and they followed him around all week. And that's the whole story to use for their marketing.
Yeah. It's all about telling stories. That's what it is.
Yeah. And what's cool about it is that because now you guys are going to have your own marketing videos, you're going to be able to start doing your own Facebook marketing lead ads with video, which was killer, because then it'll lead them right into your personal funnels, which have your pictures and your videos already on there because they're modified for you. So that makes that funnel yours. And that's why PLR rights, private label rights of this funnel cost, these guys know, it took us 3 months to do it, $30,000 worth of investment, and we're giving it. And that's huge, because no one would ever do that. It takes a lot to get that done. But now you guys own it. So you can modify it and add your stuff to it. But we've talked about not adding too much, because we know it converts the way it does. And, so that's, now that you guys have your sales videos, you're going to be able to add those in, which will be really great. Other than that, any other questions that are burning? Because I think as of now, everyone's just either using the co-op as your marketing, you're sharing it individually on your own, or you are doing your own personalized marketing that you've learned from the event and inside of the academy. on your own. Anything else?
I've got one quick question. Brian was saying before that he's going to set up a Facebook group for if you've got any problems with ClickFunnels. So it's going to be like a Q&A Facebook group or something. Has this been done, or is this going to be done? Or
You're muted. I muted him.
Brian, we can't hear you, Brian. Sorry.
Yes, I did say that. I did say that.
Well, this is what we need to do, because we've been talking about this. It's important actually to bring this up, because I was going to bring this up to everyone. The reason why we're doing Freedompreneur rules and organization is because there has to be guidelines of when people can connect, when questions can get answered, and the organization of how and when it's done. Because as you know, I do work 24 hours a day, but I've got to stop.
Yeah.
And we now all need to respect not only all of our lives, but our business hours. And when questions are asked and answered, including Victoria, us, all of us, because now the team is growing, and we're setting up those guidelines now. So your question actually is perfect, because there will be time, space when ClickFunnels questions can be answered, or currently can be answered now in the general Facebook group, because we've got people constantly in there, and Janelle will pop in and out of there with questions. You can tag Janelle, and you can tag us, because asking it into a private group doesn't help anyone. Asking anything on a private message really doesn't help anyone other than you. But what it does, it helps the grander scale. So let's keep Business in a Box questions in the Business in a Box group or live here. Let's keep the Freedompreneur Tribe group, fun, sharing content, inspiration stuff, and even questions specific that you just have needs for. Because if there's thousands of people in there and you ask a question about how do I connect an opt-in page to here, do you know how many people want to know that information? A lot. So if that's, I think having a million specific groups is going to be a bit too much to manage right now.
And let me, you know what, and I did say that, and I'm gonna retract that, because it is having a million different things. It's a nightmare. And it also, what it does, it takes away from the fact of us learning how to solve the problems the right way, because it's so easy to ask. And the way I do it, I spend freaking so many hours on Facebook support. I go into the ClickFunnels support. And you know, it's like, I don't have that give me. And I think that's just that's not going to empower us. It's going to enable us. And so I did say that. I'm going to retract that from the ClickFunnels thing, because we have the tools to be able to fix that. And it's through the ClickFunnels support, and it's through the ClickFunnels big group, whatever, things like 40,000. They are really, really responsive. But what it's also going to do, it's going to teach you to really think of your questions before you just throw something out there that's really easy. Because I do research, and it's going to, in the long run, to just enable you guys. That's an easy thing, but nah, yeah, it's too many groups already. You can do it. You can do some stuff. If it's something they can, in the general Facebook group, go ahead and ask it, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that actually know ClickFunnels in that general group, because we've got General Freedompreneur Tribe, Inspiration Fun, just connection, not as much business, but questions. No one, you know, they don't have to buy anything in there. Kickstarter new members from the funnels, and then of course Business in a Box. Those are our primary groups. But have you used ClickFunnels support yet, Vladka, for anything specific that you may have?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But if it's a question specific to the Freedompreneur funnel, that's a question that obviously in the BIB Facebook group, yeah?
Yeah, I would actually even, but that's the Business in a Box, and that's the most appropriate one, because of course it's just for our funnel, specific funnels.
Right.
Yeah, and we will let you guys know, you know, how, you know, office hours are and when is the appropriate times to connect. Because now it does come to a point when we go to an event, and then now time is kind of beyond, you know, passing beyond how far does constant private one-on-one coaching go. There has to be a breaking point, or we'll just continue with, you know, ongoing coaching. Live calls like this is your call. right? If there's continuation of support that's needed, then that becomes now a continuation support program that we develop if it's needed. Otherwise, you guys have yourselves. We'll come here. We will set up our groups that we're here for. We'll set up the question groups in Facebook. And then if it means now I need private coaching continually, well, then that may become something that we do so that there's one-on-one all the time when you need it. Otherwise, we don't have enough time for new members that haven't gone through all that you guys have. Right? Does that make sense? But you guys are all here together, and you're all just at such a strong level. And now you guys can really leverage each other as well.
And not to put it on a sour no, here's what happened.
Nice pre-frame.
I don't know what it is. Right now, our Facebook account got shut down, and we are in the process of getting it back up and going. So they're working on it with your social voice, with Mike and Kim, myself. And so this is one of those things that
we scaled.
We don't. Yeah, we scaled, and there's people that flag and do stuff we don't know. We don't have an answer, but it's shut down right now, and it's been shut down for about a day and a half. And thought hopefully we'd have some answers. We're going back and forth and just going through the whole bureaucracy. Facebook, don't know exactly why, but we're figuring it out. So.
Yeah, and that happens. I mean, we've seen it before. It's not uncommon, but you have people that flag because we're all over. We're chasing them like crazy because we know how to market. But we do have obviously, other accounts. When the next, startup will have other ways to start the accounts back up and the marketing back up again. But the guys are in full.
That's why I couldn't jump onto the call at the very beginning because I was in the process of working.
And that's why it's good that we've got Your Social Voice as our direct partners, because Kim is a direct partner to Facebook. We get to call Facebook and say, "Hey, Facebook, fix this." That's a good thing. I don't know if Zuckerberg is going to be on there, but we will get directly to the directors. So, super excited though, you guys. Like, congratulations to everyone. Things are moving, and just know that even that new pool of leads that came in from last month's co-op, those are still yours. Those people are still marinating, because the sales process is typically 45 to 60 days when we start to see, higher end sales moving forward. Otherwise, people just don't go from a $7 to thousands of dollars without touches and understanding and knowledge. And so we've done quite well. That means the amount of touches and connections these people are getting means that they know who we are and they know that we care. And our reputation on the internet for the last 12 years helps because they've seen us forever. Like Bernard, he knows us. He's seen us, us, right? And so that same thing with Trent, same thing with several of the others that are, not even here today in this business in a box that just said, we've been following you, so we wanted to buy. And so that's a big deal. And we're proud of it. We're happy for it.
Yeah, so, and what I'm going to do is for people, I know that Tom's expressed interest, Alex has expressed interest on being a coach here in the future. I'll upload the recording of today's call that I did. And it's not like the set in stone of how to go through it, but it's guiding people through. And I want you guys to listen to it, and it'll help you guys out. So. Tomorrow when I do my strategy sessions, I'll ask to see if I can record them, and if they're good ones, definitely I'd like to have you guys listen to them as recordings for possible doing coaching you guys yourself for Freedompreneur. Yeah,
because we've got Alex from Germany, who's kind of he's going to be an intake. He's going to be pointing new people in the right direction. Victoria's kind of overseeing everything. We've got our new programmer from France, Val, who's doing super ultra sexified, higher level blogs and websites. We then have a new funnel hacker, which you guys have met, Scott Atkins. He's in our Freedompreneur Friday video. Yeah. You guys know him. I know Wayne knows him.
He's not officially on board, but we'll see him today.
Yeah, we'll see him today. Yeah, we're kissing son. Yeah, so he's obviously he's a funnel hacker and awesome. And then we're now looking for a high-end graphic designer that's ours in-house. Otherwise, we have Chris at Your Social Voice and Regan at Your Social Voice, who now are going to be controlling a lot of our funnels and our graphic processes. This is my 48-hour program. They're handling all that. And now we're going to be keeping a lot of everything in-house as much as we can. Jenny and the VAs are still there, although we all know that there's been a bit of growing pains in that process. And, they do their best, although I think we're outgrowing it a bit. So the group is awesome, but we just want to be able to provide super duper high quality for all of our clients. So, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Great work, guys.
You talked about that 48-hour brand builder, and Brian had touched on it a little bit too. Kind of showed us some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For the people that you've seen go through it, like what? I'm intrigued by it. Like I know it's not obviously worth like staying up for 48 hours.
I know.
How much? How many hours per day do you think realistically? Like you can go big on the number too. Don't. Yeah.
No. Well, how I've created it is I actually did the whole program myself in 48 hours, 8 hours basically a day.
Okay.
So about a full 48. And what I do is I walk everyone through. Okay, here's the start. Now, certainly, I give everyone a time frame. Okay, this is module 1. You've got 1 hour. Let's do this, right? Module 2, you've got 2 hours. Module 3, so I walk everyone through it in processes, exact steps. Now, clearly, can you get the full product filmed, funnels done in 48 hours? That's probably a bit, it's a bit much. But what we do, what it is getting you from getting it down in paper and getting ready to go. So it's totally ready, because most of us just can't organize ourselves enough to get it done. So I walk everyone through. So there's the digital program of steps of how to do it. I give all the resources of how you're going to film it, how you're going to offer it, how you're going to sell it. And then there's the digital program. I give everyone the template of the membership site, the exact where to find it, how to edit your own sales funnels. And then I also have a done with you program as well. So the program itself is going to launch at $997. But then I'm going to have a done with you program that's going to be, I think, $2,900. And then our team will take all your content, edit, create the sales funnel for you. So all you need to do is go through the prep, get all the organization done. I work with you to get it done, give it to the team, and they come back with a super ultra sexy sales funnel, just like Catherine. Because that's what we did. I was with Catherine for 2 full days. We walked through. I have the manual here. This is the manual. These are all the documents that everyone's going to go through. Each step.
Is hers functioning at the moment?
She's not filmed yet. Hers is not filmed yet. So everything was done in 48 hours, like the planning, everything, the graphic.
It's all preloaded.
That's right. So it's the prep of the whole thing is ready to go. We told the development team, here's her brand, here's her name, here's her colors, here's what she wants. And literally, her and I sat and I fidgeted for like 20 minutes, got it ready, sent it to the team, came back, and her funnel is ready. She just got to pop in her modules.
Got it.
Right, Kath? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's why I haven't slept yet. eight of them.
Yeah.
And Aiden's away. The camera guy over here that I'm
going to. Aiden, who films. So the whole planning of the product is done within the first 2 days if somebody actually follows it. And then, of course, there's, the filming of it all and the development. But when I do the 2 days in the office with someone, or they come to the event in January, we do it all together. We get it completely filmed, everything done together.
Got it. Let's say I was involved and went through it. I would just find my own film person out here in Hawaii and
yeah, or you would come, let's say you came to Whistler and we did it with our film guy. Otherwise, like we've got a film guy in Australia, in Perth, and I'm going to start finding. We're going to start finding guys from all over the world that we're going to put up and say, hey, we need, because, you know, we got connection to everyone, and, you know, we can either find one or you find one and just film them.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
And it doesn't have to be, you know, overly and highly produced either. I mean, great programs, it's the content, you know, and so there's even areas inside where when I talk about the modules, doing screencasts, you know, there's so many programs that have been done just on someone's computer using a screencast and ScreenFlow. Just teach and walk through ScreenFlows. And it's just the content that gets provided. So it really comes down to, you know, the content you want to put inside.
Totally.
Yeah. Cool. It's going to be fun though. It's a cool process, and some want to just do the digital side and do it themselves. Others want it done with them, and the other want it done for them. And so we'll have that type of step again. Everything that we do teaches you guys we need ascension in everything that we do, and that's you know, right. And if we don't have ascension, then the marketing doesn't make sense usually. So many people stop at the first level and they're like, oh, I have a $99 product, but it costs me, you know, $58 per lead. So I'm only making a very small amount. So I need a lot of sales. But if we can work in ascension, then $58 customer acquiring is worth it. If you make 500 on the back end or 2,000 on the back end. Yeah. Super fun. All right, guys, are we good to go? Can we put a stamp on this one? Awesome.
Thanks a lot. Keep up the good work.
You too.
Looking forward to that video, Tom.
I'm looking for your training call there, Tom.
Yeah. Waiting.
Can we get
yes, I said yes, so it will come. It will come. I will work on it.
Okay, time.
Yeah, I love it. You guys are awesome. Hold each other accountable and keep sharing the love. That's what it's all about. Oh, and don't forget to always be unstoppable.
Be unstoppable.
All right, guys, have a good one. Cheers.
Yes, have a fulfilling day.
Yes.